This is Jim Wyatt, the Tennessean. I'm out here at St. Thomas Sports Park. The Titans have played 2 preseason games so far. They've lost 2 games, and I think normally you would say, heck, it's just a preseason. The team's not game planning. They don't want to give anything away, and they're certainly playing a lot of backups once the second half begins. But you can judge, or at least you can start forming an opinion based on what you see from the starters early in some of these games. And I think what you've seen from the Titans, in games against the Redskins and Cincinnati has not been real impressive, and a team that's supposed to play with a lot more energy and play with a lot, show a lot more imagination. Certainly after signing so many free agents, it has to be a concern. Yes, I think Jake Locker has shown, some improvement from last year, at least in some of the games early on, but defensively is where the Titans have raised the most concerns. Defense, it got so much bigger on the defensive line. Was supposed to have made some upgrades in the secondary by signing Bernard Pollard and George Wilson, and of course Greg Williams' arrival. I think a lot of people thought this defense would have a completely different look in 2013, starting in the preseason. That hasn't happened yet. The Bengals, made several drives against the Titans early. The Redskins, drove down the field with Kirk Cousins at quarterback early on in that game a couple of weeks ago, and defense has given up too many yards up the middle. They've been getting pushed off the line of scrimmage. The secondary play has been shaky. So of all the things that I think people have seen in the preseason, and again, there have been some other parts of the game that have not been great either. I think the play of the defense so far has been the most alarming thing, and the Titans certainly need to get things corrected, starting with the game against the Falcons this coming weekend.